Good morning, student. Today, let us start from your geography book, chapter number 5, Industries. So, student, have you ever thought to the fact that the notebook which you are used for writing has come to you after a long process of manufacturing? The processing and converting from the wood pulp to a fine paper is done in the manufacturing industries. So in this chapter we are going to classify the industry on the basis of the different ground, and after that we will thoroughly go through the information about some in the distribution of about some industries of our country. So what is industry? Let me tell you. Industry refers to an economic activity that is concerned with production of goods, extraction of minerals, or provision of services. So for this it includes the secondary activities. Secondary activities are those that involve processing of natural resources, manufacturing. For example, if we say for giving some example of the secondary activities, so it should be a manufacturing industry is a secondary activity. Manufacturing refers to changing raw materials to a product. That is, product means that is to a usable form which can be more valuable to people. We classify industry on the basis of raw material, size, and ownership. So let us see the classification detail of industry. On the basis of raw materials, industries are classified into agro-based industry, mineral-based industry, marine-based industry, and forest-based industry. The raw material of agro-based industries consist of plant and animal-based products. Some examples of agro-based industries are food processing, cotton textile industry, and leather industry. The raw material used in mineral-based industries consist of mineral ores. The products of mineral-based industries are used in other industries as well. We can understand it better with an example. Heavy machinery made of iron, which is used in most industries, actually comes after processing of iron ore in a mineral-based industry. Come to the marine-based industry. Marine-based industries use products obtained from the sea and oceans as raw materials. Seafood industry is one such industry. A forest-based industry uses forest produce as raw material. Examples are paper industry and furniture. So this is the classification of industry based on raw material. Okay, now based on size, industries can be classified into small-scale industry and large-scale industry. Cottage or household industries are example of small-scale industries. The products here are manufactured by hands with less use of capital and technology. Investment of capital and use of technology is huge in large-scale industries. Come to the ownership. Okay, on the basis of ownership, industries are classified into private sector industry, state-owned industry, or state-owned industry is also known as public sector industry, joint sector industry, and cooperative sector industry. So what is private sector industry? Private sector industries are owned by individuals or a group of individuals. Public sector industries, okay, let me turn the page. Public sector industries are owned by the government. Joint sector industries are owned and operated by the state and individuals. Maruti Udyog is an example of such an industry. Cooperative sector industries are owned and operated by the producers or suppliers of raw materials, workers, or both. So example of cooperative sector industry is Amul. Come to the next heading, factors affecting location of industries. So the location of industries is affected by the availability of raw material, the availability of land, availability of water, availability of labor, power, capital, transport, and market. So these are the main factors that affect the location of industries. An industrial system like farming process consists of inputs, processes, and outputs. Raw materials, labor, and cost of land, transport, power, and other infrastructure constitute the inputs. Processes include all activities involved in converting the raw material to finished products. The finished products along with the income earned by its trade are outputs. Industrial regions. Major industrial regions of the world are, you can see the underline, Eastern North America, Western and Central Europe, Eastern Europe, and Eastern Asia. Such areas are usually located in temperate areas near seaports and coal fields. Turn to the text page. Distribution of major industries. So let us discuss some major industries. First of all, we'll take the first major industry, that is the iron and steel industry. Iron and steel industry is a mineral-based industry whose products are used as raw material for other industries. The inputs in iron and steel industry are iron ore, coal, limestone, human labor, capital, and infrastructure. Processes involved in iron and steel industry are smelting and refining. And outputs obtained after the processing of this all is the steel. The final product is the steel. Steel is called the backbone of modern industry because most common objects are made of steel. In India, most important steel producing centers are spread over the states of West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha, and Chhattisgarh. Okay, let us discuss about one of the iron and steel plant in India till independence. So it is Tata Iron and Steel Company Limited, which is also called as TISCO, TISCO. It is located in Jamshedpur. Several iron and steel industries were set up after independence. This led to rapid industrial development in India. Let me explain the main parts of the topic. Come to the Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh is an important steel city of USA. The steel industry at Pittsburgh enjoys locational advantages. Some of the raw materials such as coal is available locally, while the iron ore comes from the iron mines at Minnesota, about 1,500 km from Pittsburgh. Between these mines and Pittsburgh is one of the world's best routes for shipping ore cheaply. The famous Great Lakes, Lakes Waterway. Come to the cotton textile industry. The cotton textile industry is one of the oldest industries in the world. India is renowned for producing excellent quality cotton. The first mechanized textile mill in India was established in Mumbai 1854. You have to remember this underline sentence. The first mechanized textile mill in India was established in Mumbai in the year 1854. Rapid expansion of the industry took place owing to the warm, moist climate, the presence of a port nearby, and availability of raw material and labor at cheap cost. Ahmedabad is the second largest textile city in India after Mumbai. It is referred to as the Manchester of India. In recent years, textile mills here have started getting closed down due to several problems. And Osaka is the Manchester of Japan. It is an important textile center of Japan. So that's why it's called the Manchester of Japan. Come to our last topic, information technology. The information technology IT sector deals in the storage, processing and distribution of information. The major hubs of IT industry are Silicon Valley in USA and Bangalore in India. There are other emerging information technology hubs in metropolitan centers of our country, which are Mumbai, New Delhi, Hyderabad and Chennai. Other cities such as Gurgaon, Pune, Thiruvananthapuram, Kochi and Chandigarh are also important centers of the IT industry of our country. So, till here the chapter is complete. So, I explained the main points of the chapter. I hope you understood. And okay, thank you.